you laughing at? Whoa, look, it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go.
Mic check.
Going on in these YouTube streets. Mr. Viral himself is back in the building. He had an epic night at the Apollo.
Let's talk about it.
What was going on up there?
Complete chaos. I told him I'm coming for the bullshit. I'm coming for the rah-rah. I'm coming for the drama. I'm coming for it all. This what y'all want? Let's do the entertaining then.
Man.
Bro came in on 10. That shit have you dying.
Hey, man, on 10, cuz he had his inner Stone Cold energy.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I was just upstairs thinking that right now. Jesus Christ. I said, they don't know my favorite wrestler was Stone Cold Steve Austin as a kid. So as I'm driving, I'm like, I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to come in on 100 because I know they already recording for 2 hours before I get there. So they gonna run their narratives. He gonna try to make his points. That I'm gonna come in and see what the energy like. I'm gonna come in on 100, see how niggas start acting and responding. You see, it worked because I pressured him right up. He couldn't just sit back and let me have my moment. He had to stand up, stand next to a nigga, try to do the little short thing.
Yeah.
Then he like, oh, you ain't gonna shake my hand? So I shook his hand, but I
you
noticed.
You was already shaking his hand.
Right? No, but I'm saying like, because I had turned and shook Big Deal hand. So I'm like, what's up, bro? Then I'm looking, like, where can I sit? And Keem like, you can sit here. So I go to look at the seat. He said, oh, you ain't gonna shake my hand, bro? We on that. Like, it's that type of time? I'm like, nah, what's up? Shook his hand. But he tried to give that extra firm handshake. Yeah. You know when a nigga trying to like prove something? That's why when you see in the clip, I'm like, oh, what's up, nigga? So I start shaking his hand hard. Yeah. And he's like trying to pull my arm. So I pull his arm. Then I'm like, hold on, this nigga trying to be too aggressive. Just gave him a fake uppercut. Like, yeah, it could be that quick. And he like, oh, he tried to pull me again. I hit him with the quick elbow. Right. Like, yeah, it could be that easy, bro. Just letting you know.
Who screenshotted him having his eyes closed? That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hey, just the wind force from the that cross knocked the Dodger cap off. Our nigga had his arms up. I said, come on, bro.
I'm like, damn, the Apollo. Shout out to Mac Wop. Mac got the content.
Yeah, he the mastermind over there. That's really what it is. That's why I was laughing. I'm like,
I did not expect it to go that way. The energy was high in that motherfucker. A lot of shit got real.
It was good content, though, for sure. It was good content.
Was that just content?
I don't think it was just content, me personally, but I think that like for the consumers, it's just content, right? Like they don't
for sure.
Yeah, so for the watchers, yeah, but I think they're to a certain degree.
A lot of underlying
whether
issues,
niggas say it or not at this point, I think niggas feel some type of way.
And that's crazy because we came in the game saying, hey, man, everything ain't for content. A lot of people mask their true feelings behind content. They mask disrespect behind content. So when me and Keem going back and forth, I'm keeping it strictly content based off what he said. Okay, he's trying to get a point. He's trying to get a W. Me and bro been walking him down since we met him and had the first interaction. He brought bro over there. Bro went solo. Bro walked him down. That didn't work. He tried to get him drunk. That didn't work. Boom, now they try to get me solo, try to walk me down. That didn't work. Now, I'm not knowing the history with Big Deal and them. I'm only knowing Big Deal and T-Rail. I really don't even know Big Deal or nothing about him. This was my first interaction. So when him and Keem started getting into it, it threw me for a loop a little bit because he was low-key waving the white flag for Keem, kind of saying, you know, ease up off him a little bit. But he like, nah, you're not seeing it, bro. Like, it's really not going nowhere. He just talking in circles, basically. So if you keep debating with him, it's gonna make it look like you talking in circles.
You thinking it's just an extra guest there? Yeah, you thinking the smoke was gonna just be between you and Keem?
I'm thinking it's just me and Keem, so I'm not knowing he's coming to get his own narrative off on T-Rail, and he's coming to walk down the Apollo because he be seeing the sneak disses and the narratives, and he don't like niggas playing both sides of the fence like we don't. So
there's some agendas in there.
He was on Keem, like, hold on, bro, you be playing both sides of the fence, and you sitting here defending my brother, but my brother disrespects you every chance he get. He tell you ain't shit to your face. He don't need you. You on the show wasting space, and you steady going over there. So when I'm exposing him, why are you defending him?
I'm glad you're breaking it down too, because I seen comments of people thinking that y'all kind of like was jumping Keem the whole episode, but it's just like everybody had a separate issue, or you, Big Deal, maybe whatever the other spectators in the room, they all had like something to say or some sort of discourse with Keem that made it seem that way, but it wasn't like, I don't think that was the plan.
I just think sometimes you see in real time, you got to be careful about the narratives you try to spin or the things that you actually saying on the internet, because everybody's not taking it the way you might approach it and things like that. Or people might see through things that you think is for not really that you're trying to mask, I should say. So people might see through a lot of stuff like that, and it just shows a lot of things got personal. A lot of personal things got aired out. So I think at that point it became beyond content, or it was still content, and Deal didn't care about speaking on whatever he felt like he is who he is, so he didn't care about speaking on nothing. And I think it was that point of where a lot of things shifted. Like, nigga, we're going to talk about something. We're going to talk about it for real.
Yeah, I think Deal just didn't care where it went after the conversation. So he was on some, I'm going to say whatever. You want to get personal? Let's get personal. We finna really get personal. Because a lot of the things I heard said, I'm like, ooh, this was talks in privates. This ain't content no more. This ain't supposed to be being said on the camera. But when you the everything is content guy, you can't get in your emotions and your feelings now, because Keem say, oh, it's all content, it's all good. Even though we clearly see he was getting emotional as hell. He was spiraling, yelling at the top of his lungs, talking over everybody. Looked like he didn't want to cry. By the end of the episode, he was slumped down in his seat like this. I'm just like, oh man, he defeated. And I didn't understand where the y'all jumping Keem narrative came from, because, like I said, I never met Big Deal in my life. I didn't know Big Deal had an issue with Keem. I came to do my 1-2 chess match with Keem. He had his own agenda. That turned into jumping Keem, I don't know how. Like you said, you got to be careful of the narratives that you spread, because everybody don't just let everything go over their head like a lot of the fans do. Because when you sprinkle in the compliments and then you throw the disrespect in between, some niggas sharp enough to catch that. Big Deal was just sharp enough to catch it.
I just think a lot of that transpired because, like you said, whatever, they had their own history and their own issues, and you was going up there for the content. And I just think people got to start reevaluating themselves. I think it got to be like a little more self-awareness when it comes to certain stuff. So when you start to see people that's feeling this way, it's like, why am I receiving this energy from both of these niggas? And then sometimes you got to hear out how he feeling, if he's speaking real personal stuff and you speaking personal stuff, and y'all, they basically just had like an argument match. Now people gonna get on here because niggas got pride and ego and be like, well, I wasn't tripping off that shit, but we can see what the fuck going on. And there's some real shit though. Shout out to King on some real shit, King. I think on some real shit, we crack and joke about the bottle shit, but you really should ease up on that a little bit. Maybe just not get ass shaded, I would say. Because you could tell you sharpen the mind, but sometimes that should have us fucked up a little bit, including myself. I know. So that's why I don't really try to do too much on it when it comes to content.
And the crazy part with Keem, I don't think Keem wants to do that type of content in that type of environment. I think he does it just to keep the looks and emotion going. But like Big Deal said, when you in truth in the details, you in a whole nother bag. Your first introduction to the viral way and how we even started fucking with you in the first place, you was like in the type of content we was doing, like the type of conversations we was happening. That's how I got introduced to Keem. It just the bell just clicked in my mind from when he asked me last night, when did you first learn about me or whatever the case? And people used to send clips of him saying, oh yeah, Viral Way, these new guys on the scene, they about the dialogue. Like he noticed, oh, they about the dialogue. They're not about to run into plays and the fake drama and this. They with the dialogue. And he likes the dialogue, which is why he came over to pod with us with the Doechii stuff when everybody was putting their flag in the sand saying, nah, fuck them guys over there. Let's try to blackball them and do this. And he crossed enemy lines and nobody liked that. And it's been just Darstone at Keem ever since. But I think that's deep down, that's what he really wants to do. But I don't think he doesn't know. I think he doesn't know a way to figure it out or how to separate himself from the brand. That's just bring your own narrative. Let's joke, let's play, let's troll. Nothing's off limits, to having the dialogue. Because what you saw yesterday with the chaos was when you don't have dialogue. Like I told Macwa, this is why you got to have topics lined up. Because when shit get too heated, you supposed to, as the host, kill that off and move on to another topic. But there was no topic. This was the topic. This was the content.
But I think everything was a topic. But I just think in a sense, I'm going to let everybody get whatever they need to get off their chest. I'm going to like they say, bring your own narrative. So I'm gonna let you get your narrative off your chest and stuff like that. And that's why I say sometimes everything ain't for content, because as we can see, that could have easily went left, regardless of it being that or not.
No, I think number one, Mac Wop was on some he was on some WAP 22 shit to me. Because
WAP 22 is crazy.
WAP 22.
Don't do my nigga like that.
Hey, he definitely was on some WAP 22.
Because and it is just content, but I think he was like, okay, yeah, like you said, this is the topic. Like, I'm gonna see how far we can get this for episode. It's funny. I don't think he, wanted niggas to get serious or whatever, but sometimes it's funny to watch that. What the consumer's gonna like. Number two, I think what you're saying about Keem as a spectator is a reason why he took offense to sometimes of some of the stuff you say, or he has a certain, it seems like, vendetta against you, because you guys even talk about it in the show where he's like, the way you talk about our podcast compared to other podcasts makes it seem like you look down upon niggas.
He think you have an underlying hatred.
Yeah, and I feel like based off of what you just said, it's like I think gets mad because he feels like we're grouping him in with that circus. And then like you were just saying about him doing truth in the details, and it's not really that type of content. He don't want to be grouped in with that. And I feel like that's where he's like, our niggas is, cool with me, but then they on the show group me in with niggas that they're looking down upon. But I don't think it's that. And I think it was a great point that you said about like insecurity. If the shoe fit, wear it. It's like, we're here. Nobody was here before this saying this about West Coast podcasting or Black podcasts in general. So I think people just have to get used to it. And if you feel personally attacked by it, then you got to look in the mirror and think, is there some truth to it? And then make the changes, necessary to be on the right side of history.
I also think it's a part too of when y'all do have y'all interactions, the way bro start breathing and he don't let up on the gas. Now a nigga start to think it's more than what it is, but it's like, bro just making content. He like, nigga, you turned that key on. This what we on. Yeah. So I think people confuse that a little bit as a little hatred. And it's all love at the end of the day. I just think people get that misconstrued about you a lot.
No, facts. And like Deal was saying, he made a great point about how people get on the camera and portray to be a certain type of way. So when you have interactions with them, you have interactions in a way that, okay, you come from where I come from. You like my homies. So I could deal with you the way I grew up dealing with everybody. And then when they come with he overly aggressive and you this and you that, and niggas act like they scared of you, is like, oh, I'm confused because I thought you was this. I'm thinking this to us, this regular. So everybody, you could tell when Big Deal and Keem got personal, it got uncomfortable to where Mac Wop started laughing like as almost an uncomfortable defense mechanism to make it seem like it was cool. But you could feel the tension in the air. It was some real shit getting thrown around. To me, it was normal. I'm like, okay, this is a regular on the block. The homies arguing, finna catch a fade type shit. But I think Mac Wop realized like, damn, I might have let this shit go too far. That's when he start waving the white flag. And back to Keem, I think his issue with us, honestly, and this ain't even me trolling or trying to little bro him or nothing. This is just my honest assessment. It's more on some idols become rivals type shit. Like he first learned about us, he was talking positive about us from the jump. And he wanted to fuck with us from the jump. And it was vice versa. I was, shout out to Keem. I like he be over there trying to get to the dialogue. I think he got lost in the bring your own narrative stuff along the way. But from the beginning, when I first learned about him, when he first came to the first pod we did in Long Beach, he seemed like he was more on our type of time. Even when he came, the conversations, the dialogue, he was excited about that. He was upset we cut the podcast short. We went damn near 2 hours, and he like, damn, bro, I'm thinking we finna pod for 4 to 6 hours. Like, nigga, I drove hella far to come get these dialogues and conversations in. He like, I'll be watching y'all. I'll be wanting to jump in the conversation. So when I'm gonna speak for me, when I say, hey, we the best, ain't no other podcast talking about what we talking about, doing what we doing. I think he's looking at it like, damn, the ones that I fuck with, I want to fuck with these niggas. I've been bigging them up. Why they shitting on me? Now I think he took that as, okay, I got a personal vendetta now.
I don't even know if he got a personal vendetta. Like I said, I just think sometimes he's confused in a sense of how far y'all go back and forth. It's like you throw a shot, I throw a shot, then let's leave it alone type shit. We don't gotta keep going there. And I ain't trying to give no nigga too much or nothing like that. Keem good at what he do. I just think sometimes you gotta have a difference of
I just don't think niggas should
No,
mention
what I'm
niggas'
saying,
names.
yeah,
if
no, what I mean, you gotta have a
you
difference
can't
of
take the
the
response.
the type of people that you choose to play the games with. It's like you can't deal with everybody the same way.
Yeah.
Certain niggas, you know what I mean, they open to that. Some niggas is not. So I just think they just got underlying personal shit. This nigga going crazy with them. Like,
I didn't know it was doing that.
God damn, this nigga
You
crazy.
know this mic sensitive as hell and pick up everything.
I be over there having.
But anyways, man,
I
shout out to the Apollo, man. That was y'all got the content. Shout out to
Keem for
Tom,
real.
Shout out to
Yeah, I'm gonna
everybody
eat off
over
that
there, man.
I-
You know what I mean? Stay strong at the Apollo. You got to. It's just this is a moment. It's gonna pass.
It was a quick little walk down, and I like the point you just made. I don't know if they heard you of you can't say people's name and then get mad at the response.
Yeah, because it's like whenever you put something out there, you can't dictate. You know, we talk about this all the time. You can't dictate how a nigga dish it back. So if you say somebody's name or you make a joke or you say a little comment and then they fire right back, you can't then go, you know, and make it personal. It's like, nah, I'm just doing exactly what you did. So if you don't want somebody to respond back or you can't handle whatever energy might be on the other end of that response, then just don't even go there in the first place. And I feel like a lot of these situations and narratives can be avoided because what happens is a nigga responds and then the nigga's ego gets hurt or niggas' egos get hurt and they feel like they got to go do it again and try to up the ante and then it just starts to look silly. So to avoid that, that's just what you got to do.
It goes back to what we always used to talk to of the lines of when does content not become content? Is this just content? Because we said we had several things where we had people, you know what I mean, speaking on us and things in regards. We like, nigga, that's not content to me. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to a point where what do we call content? Is it based off of the topics or is it based off me getting personal with you? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna spool that out and do things in that nature. So it's like, because I think that can create a lot of that stuff can create real hate in somebody, you know, especially if you're getting on the internet, you bleeding somebody and shit like that. Most people don't want to be talked about. So it's like, but people gonna talk about you regardless, especially when you're in these spaces. But if somebody's putting gas on you and that fire is boiling, it's like some niggas start really hating your ass.
And viewers and people in general got to realize variety is the spice of life. If everything was the same, it'd be boring and nobody would be a standout. Nobody would be spectacular. There would literally be no such thing as greatness. If everyone was Michael Jordan, there's no Michael Jordan. If everyone's LeBron, there's no LeBron. If everyone's Brady, there's no Brady. The beauty of it is everybody has their own formula to what they do. Stop trying to box everybody in to the same formula because you may enjoy this formula, but you can also enjoy this formula. I'm pretty sure you don't eat the same thing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, 365 days a year. Someday you might want pizza. Someday you might want a burger. Someday you might want a salad. Someday you might want some ice cream. The variety is what keeps things great. So the same thing needs to apply with the content because I heard Keem say, oh, you don't know how to do the content. You don't know what we do. You don't know how to do content. Because he said when he was throwing his shots, oh, I was playing. And he took it as my shots being, oh, you getting personal or you serious because you don't know my type of demeanor or the way I word things or the way I deliver things. But that's just my formula. That's what I do.
But this is
You
how
do
I
what
play.
you
And
do.
it's
This how I play.
It goes back to the point we making. Like you came in on content to me, and I feel like they took that as like you was low key maybe serious. Like you came in kind of
The whole
more
energy
energized.
was content.
Yeah, like that wasn't even to me. I didn't take that as you actually being like turned up or nothing. I thought niggas was just coming in to be funny, bring the energy, and I felt like even with the whole little situation like that, that's what prompted that. It was like niggas took that maybe a little bit more serious. So I think niggas know how to content. Again, it's just your content might not look like their content.
I think he was still turned up. I just think it was more so about bringing the vibration up and having that energy because sometimes you got to set the tone or you set the mood of how things might go. He walk in there, you know what I mean, quiet and shallow and just fall in place. It wouldn't have hit the same.
Yeah, it
Right.
wouldn't have been the same episode.
And then it's a narrative, oh, Viral Way, they too serious. They don't know how to play. Then you come play. Now you playing too rough. Now you playing too hard. Oh,
Right.
Viral Way boring. They don't know how to joke and laugh. Now you play joke and laugh, or you joking and laughing too hard. See, it's no winning when people don't like you. And a lot of comments I seen was people saying, Viral Way came in the game acting like they was number one or acting like they was running things. They need to humble themselves down. So people, I believe, are on a mission to humble us. Or humble
That's
me,
crazy.
I should say. Because they always say, oh, Messiah, he cool, he more laid back. Viral just talks so motherfucking crazy. Somebody needs to humble him. That is an insecurity issue. Because why does somebody having a high image or a high self-esteem about themselves bothering and affecting you to the point you want to see that person think less of themselves in order for you to like that person? I don't understand that. Like, do you know the definition of humble? I just pulled it up. I'm going to read it right from the dictionary. Having or showing a modest estimate of one's value or importance, not arrogant or self-important. 2, of low social, administrative, or political rank. So when you read the definition of humble, why would you want to be that? Why would you want to be of low political, low administrative, low social rank? Why would you want to have a modest view of your own self-importance? Why would you not want to look at yourself as the highest of the high? When Kobe came on the court, he thought he was the best, regardless of who he was on the court with. When Jordan came on the court, he thought he was the best. When Brady was out there, nigga, I feel I'm the best. I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't care if you beat me that night. I think I'm the best.
But that's how you're supposed to feel in any space or anything that you're doing. And if you don't feel like you're the best, you got to work your way to feel that, because nobody else's opinions matters. The only opinions that matters is what you think of yourself. That's what starts to formulate and bring certain energies in. And I just think people, from the outside looking in, you got to appreciate people for who they are, not who you want them to be. Because once you appreciate people for who they are, that's what makes us, like you said, individuals. That's what made Kobe Kobe. That's what made LeBron LeBron. If everybody was the same, you wouldn't like it. So that's what makes you like one person. And then that's another thing too. They always comparing somebody. Well, you need to be like this person. You need to be like that. No, that person needs to be they self. Most people can't be they self. Everybody's out here running to pretend to be somebody else. And that's why shit be all plastic and terrible out here.
That's where the hate come from too. When they can see you can be yourself, no matter who you around, no matter what room you in, this person gonna be his self. That makes them look in the mirror and hate themselves because they know they can't do that. So now they become envious of you being able to do that. Well, why y'all walk around like y'all the shit? Y'all just got on the scene. Oh, like, this is my first time seeing y'all. Niggas say that all the time. Well, I ain't never seen them before. Okay, what that mean?
And this
you see us now, nigga.
And this ain't, I don't want to hear all that subliminal. This is just, we speaking about shit in general. Because if you out here trying to be somebody else, then who gonna be you? If God made you to be you, what part is you gonna play?
I'm speaking about the people in the comments.
Yeah, I'm
always trying to. Why would need to humble himself? I'm speaking to
the world in general, because there's a lot of people afraid to be themselves, and that's a big thing. You know, people adjust to certain people. When you get in certain environments, some people pick up the energy from somebody else. This is how people get around and be easily influenced. It's like you like what you like, and you just got to own that and be who you are.
Comparison is the killer of all joy. Comparison is the killer of all joy. Stop comparing. Enjoy things for what they are and people for who they are. Like bro said, that was a fucking bar. This guy funny, he got a good comedic personality. Cool, enjoy him for that. This guy more serious. Cool, enjoy him for that. Everybody got their own pluses. Bernie Mac wasn't the same type of comedian as Dave Chappelle, and nobody told Bernie Mac, hey, you need to start being like Dave Chappelle. Nobody told Dave Chappelle, hey, you need to start being more like Richard Pryor. Everybody come with their own bag. That's what makes them legendary in their own right. So y'all niggas got to calm down with that shit. I ain't never gonna humble myself. Y'all think I'm popping shit now? Stay tuned. Cause I'm finna turn it back up. I think I've been cooling, nigga. Y'all finna get me back in my villain bag. Fuck all you niggas. If it ain't viral way or viral way adjacent, it's fuck niggas. I tell niggas straight up like that. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about it.
And that's the point that Keem be talking about right there.
But this is the thing. Keem shouldn't feel that way because he fuck with viral way. So then you would know you excluded because I already said publicly, I fuck with you. And this back and forth is just content. So when you hear me talking like that, you should never feel that way. You should go, oh yeah, bro just in his bag again.
Yeah, but when you say, I'm saying for me as a perspective outside of you, if I'm saying fuck all you niggas, then that's how I'm gonna feel. Yeah, everybody's included. It don't matter unless I exclude you.
Yeah.
So outside of that, it's like that's why when you hear me is if you fuck with us, I fuck with you. If I fuck with you, and if not, if it's fuck us, it's fuck you. You know that off the dribble. So
fuck all you trolls. I'm just gonna tell you like that. I'm each and every one of you
feel
trolls.
like they getting to you. That's why they be trolling you.
No, for sure. Trolls is your biggest supporters. They're gonna spread the hate more than the love, for sure. That's how Kevin Samuels blew up. He didn't blow up by people saying I love his content. He blew up by people saying fuck this guy. Let's all go hate him. Let's go hate watch him and spam his comments. That's how it worked.
Yeah, people get together and hate on you, and then they don't realize it just make you bigger.
I'm gonna tell you who really hating this. This is the craziest comment I seen. Somebody said, "Oh man, the Dodgers won. I can't watch no LA podcast for the next week." I said, "Wow, they finna rub it in." You know how LA get? They finna start talking that. I said, "Wow." All over the Dodgers winning.
Hey,
this is crazy.
Shout out to the Dodgers. They put on,
Dodgers,
and you know what's crazy? They made like a billboard of Kendrick.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
When Kendrick and Drake said this is another win for LA against Toronto.
That's
Like,
crazy.
y'all niggas a year later pulled that shit back up.
They still
Right.
stepping on Drake.
That's wild.
But
to
hey,
even bring Cuz in there. Yeah.
he came to the game and they lost the last two. So it's like,
Oh, he went?
yeah, he been at the last couple games and they started losing. So
I
it's
think
like,
I think even Nike put up like a squabble up ad.
yeah, they did. They at the end they like rewinded it and it started with squabble up because I think it was back to back originally.
LA was turned up last night. They was outside. They're
Yeah,
gonna be
niggas hung
outside
the
for that
horns.
parade too.
I
Fireworks
definitely
and
love
shit.
to see it. It's been a lot of bad news coming out of LA with these bloggers spreading these gang wars and stuff. So to see that and to see the camaraderie in the streets, that was a good look for LA. Shout out to the Dodgers, man.
Yeah, they did their shit.
West Coast,
Once
we
again,
back up, man. We up
We know
one.
they hate to see it.
Now we just need the Rams to bring it home and the Lakers to bring it home, and let's make it the trifecta. You feel me?
Yeah, right. I know the Lakers. I think the Rams play tonight too, huh? Or today.
Yeah, we up. We definitely up for sure. I love to see it, man. This LeBron, last year? So he got to bring it home.
You see Luka and Austin Reeves been
Yeah,
going
them niggas
crazy.
go crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Lakers too, actually.
Yeah.
Early in the season, but
I didn't even peep you had the Lakers shit
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Oh,
he
he
can't
can't
rep.
rep.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can't
now they
rep.
do it again. Yeah. Hey, look, he
check it out. Look.
going
This is a.
Austin-
I hate to be that guy, but this is what it looked like when certain niggas step off the court, man.
Nah, this is not that. This is what it looks like when you believe in yourself more. The same way I hate when players do this stuff. Like, when a star get out, then like you said, you humble yourself to act like you're not the star no more. When the stars want you to do what you're doing when they're in the game.
Nah,
I don't
they
want to.
don't.
Yes, they do.
They
nigga.
do, but they want you to
LeBron
do it
passed
when
the
they want
ball
you
so
to do
much.
it.
I don't want to do everything. And then it's like, you can say that, but then Austin Reeves didn't have the same type of game when Luka came back. Then they blame Luka. But it's like you people speaking on Luka and he just dropped 44.
Yeah.
But how are you already channeling Austin Reeves when he never shows up in the playoffs, but Luka done been to the finals? It's like you can't compare the two in that sense. Like Luka's the problem. The thing is, niggas need to step up when other niggas is in the game. Because you can say other niggas step off the court, but what happened when D-Wade was still shining when LeBron was playing with him?
Yeah, but
Kyrie was still shining with him. Niggas that's gonna shine is gonna shine regardless who's there. Niggas get around LeBron and be like, I can't play like I want to play.
No,
You weren't about what he gonna say.
That is a great
I
point.
I don't think it's about worrying about what he's gonna say.
He is.
Nah, I think it's more so of like the star dictates how we play the game of basketball. So the Lakers center their game around LeBron James and their addition now, Luka Doncic. He can play the half-court slow ball and pace ball like LeBron, but most of the kids that are on the Lakers in today's time, they're playing like, because I just went to the game against the Timberwolves. These niggas is playing fast pace. So it is no more come down, everybody gets set up, I'm going to run a pick and roll. Like it is that, but you got in a 24-second shot clock, it's 10 seconds. It's a score. Back down the court, 10 seconds. It's a score. Austin Reeves, Avaria, whatever, DeAndre Ayton, them niggas are playing like that. Vincent, Vanderbilt, they're boom, 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 boom. And Luka can do that too. LeBron doesn't do that as much. So when he's on the court, they, to me, have to set up and get more into a older style of play, which is why they can't do what they want to do when he's there.
But we say that, but DeAndre Ayton wasn't showing up when Luka was on the court. He showed up with Austin Reeves, and they was running pick and rolls the way he adjusted to him. But the whole point is that I'm getting at, you can say that, but when I give you the rock, don't give me the ball back. Go crazy. Like, that's the point.
Niggas take two dribbles,
Niggas say,
give it right back to
niggas-
LeBron.
Exactly. Niggas say LeBron don't do nothing but pass the ball. Then when I give you the ball, you ain't doing nothing with it. It's like, but then you get this spurt of energy because now you feel like I'm the best person on the court now. Now, you feel like I can shine because, like I said, to me, in my opinion, they're not worrying about LeBron or Luka begging for the ball. They have that energy where it's like, Luka, like, give me the ball and I'm going to do something with it because y'all not doing nothing. Niggas ain't taking no shots. There should be no reason Luka got to take.
I just feel like it's not as you can say that, but if I'm Luka, I'm getting 30, 40, however many touches a game. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, give me the rock and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do with it. And I'm gonna give it to you when I feel like giving it to you. It's
no,
not,
but Luka comes down and shares the ball.
I'm not saying
He's
they
still
don't share
down
the
there average
ball.
like 10 assists a game. When I'm giving you the rock, you giving it right back. I'm gonna stop giving you the ball. That's why Kobe got like that.
Point
Like, niggas
is,
ain't want to do nothing.
y'all got to stop being humble when LeBron is out there. That's what's going on. Y'all having a lower esteem of your own skill when LeBron come around because you go, okay, this LeBron, this is the star. I need to let him do what he do. Then I'm gonna try to fit in around LeBron
Exactly.
instead of I'm me. LeBron is LeBron. LeBron gonna be LeBron. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna ball
taking
out
over.
as long as he. Fuck it, I'm taking over. If he can't get it, he give me the ball. I'm going.
Hey,
So stop being humble.
Ask Kyrie what that did for him.
Kyrie got a ring off of that. The only
what
ring
I'm
he
saying
ever
is
got.
that Nick, we know that if you're trying to do that, that's like somebody going on Kobe Bryant's team and trying to just do them. Like, you have to form into what the game is for that player. Like, if they're the star player, the team is playing around them. So you're not gonna get 40 touches no more, even if that's what you do, because he's here now. So the way you play is literally going to change because that's the guy who dictates the way we play.
I'm glad that you said ask Kyrie, because Kyrie said out his own mouth one of the biggest things he regret is ever fucking that up with LeBron. Said he was one of the greatest players. He was just too far ahead with his IQ that Kyrie couldn't understand certain things.
Kyrie, he was on his Muslim shit. He wasn't.
That wasn't no Muslim shit.
He was in his
just said
koofy
that.
bag.
he was
This is
humble.
crazy.
He making up excuses, but he just said ask Kyrie. How did that go? Kyrie only ring in his life he got with LeBron. What do you mean? How did that go?
It went great.
Exactly. The only thing
But
you
why
ever,
did he-
the
It
only
went
thing you
great,
ever
nigga.
Why did
got-
he leave the team is what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter. You're
It
saying
does,
that but
because you can't,
no,
because you're talking
you
about
left the
a
team
win.
because of your ego.
No, you're talking, bro. It's not always ego. If I'm Kyrie Irving, at some point, I have to be a star that I'm supposed to be. That's what you don't understand.
He was a
Hold
star.
on. This town is not big enough for the both of us. At some point, we can work together, but I do have to go off and do my own thing because I can't play 100% the way I want to play if we're on the same team.
So when they beat the Warriors, Kyrie wasn't playing 100%.
No,
he wanted to play.
I'm not saying
dropping
he-
50 and LeBron
I'm not
dropping
saying
50.
he wasn't. I'm not saying he wasn't. But I'm sure that, again, when you're dropping 50 and he's dropping 50, but then behind closed doors and when it comes to politics and certain things, this person still, no matter what, is going to get treated a certain way as you. You're not the face of the team. You're the second face. And there's perks with first and second. There's things that come with that. There's certain decision-making. There's certain responsibilities that these players get. And one of them is the way we play the game. So at Kyrie, at the end of the day, he could be great. He could drop just as much as LeBron. LeBron has a seniority. So for me to go and have a team built around me, like the Mavs or whatever with Luka or anywhere else, I have to go, or the Boston Celtics, I have to go and be on my own because I'm never going to be able to do that.
This nigga went to go play with Kevin Durant and James Harden. So you saying being the face. Was he the face then? He went to Boston. Was he the face in Boston? He hasn't been a face since he was on Cleveland. And Cleveland did nothing until LeBron got there. Kyrie has not had a better success with any other player or team since LeBron.
I'm not, and I understand what you're saying about success-wise and ring-wise, but I'm saying having the ability to play more the way you want to play, get more touches, be more of a leader, have more responsibilities and perks outside of just what we see on TV. You have to go somewhere where you're going to be one of the highest valued players. So again, if anybody on a team with LeBron comes second, and for some niggas, rightfully so, bro, I'm not coming second to niggas. Especially if I'm Kyrie Irving and you can build a team around me. So you're not understanding that. It's like even Luka coming to the Lakers now. It's like he's coming because it's going to be his team eventually.
Yeah, but you saying eventually LeBron already said this is Luka.
Even ask D-Wade.
I want Luka to carry. But then what they do is when you realize there's too much to carry, this weight, you putting it back on LeBron.
Even go watch them interviews
this
with
the crazy
D-Wade.
part, though.
Hold on. Even go watch some interviews with D-Wade where he was like, he was the best player on the team and he had to change the way he played to bring LeBron and Bosh in. That's just what happens.
But this is the crazy part. They'll say LeBron passes too much. He tries to get too many people involved. He need to be more like Kobe. He need to be more selfish. So LeBron is trying to make people reach their peak. He's trying to make them here. Do what you do. I don't want to have to do everything. Like bro was saying, niggas have passed the ball back. Like, nah, fuck that. You LeBron, you the star. Do what you do.
I think when people talk about LeBron passing the ball, they're not talking about just in general transition basketball. They're talking about
But the
5
game is on
seconds
the line.
clock, 4 seconds on the clock, whatever, and you get a ball to Austin Reeves. It's like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Take the shot from 40. We rather you miss it than this nigga miss it because we're assuming that you have that killer instinct stat due to you being who you are and being a GOAT. So I don't think people are talking about his passing ability because from his size, that's something that he gets praised for. It's just when do you decide to pass? That'd be the problem with LeBron. It'd be like, what the fuck is you doing?
But it's crazy that LeBron get flack for that. But most times when he does do that, niggas be wide open and missing shots. If they never miss a shot, they say LeBron made the right play. Niggas never faulted Jordan for passing to Steve Kerr.
Facts.
When Steve Kerr saved them niggas plenty of times. They never faulted Jordan. The only shot you see Jordan do is the one when he came to the middle and did the jump.
For the free throw,
Yeah.
Niggas stay passing to Tony Kukoc to hit them game winners, nigga.
All them niggas.
Facts.
So it's just like LeBron is faulted for being what he is. And like we said, you don't appreciate, like we was talking about earlier, you don't appreciate people for who they are. He's not Kobe. He's not going to be Kobe. You're not getting another Kobe. So that's just what it was. Kobe decided, playing with Shaq, nigga, I'm Kobe. I'm taking over.
No, for sure. This my
Kobe
game.
Kobe wasn't the face. Shaq was the face.
But
that's what I mean about niggas not stepping up. Kobe, they thought Kobe they never thought Kobe was gonna be Kobe, but Kobe knew he was Kobe.
But y'all are proving my underlying point.
No,
because when you look at these teams, look at what happens. You got to think about what happens. These are grown men that from the age of 12 were the guy. Then they get to the league, and now I have to play second fiddle to you. I'm 17, my nigga. I do cap and gown straight to the league. Nobody telling me shit. At some point, Shaq eventually has to do what he has to do to still retain him being the number one player on the team and the perks and the things that come with that. So, or even the ideology of, I want to play like this, or I want to take the ball up 30 times. You know what I mean? Well, you in the post. I don't want to pass it to you in the post and you hammer it down 30 plays. I want to take jump shots. So now we have this, we're butting each other, we're butting heads because it's like, we want to do this, I want to do that. I got to go. You're proving my point to me because anytime multiple superstars get on a team, it don't necessarily.
Shaq said he left for money. Regardless of what the underlying issue was. No, but this is what I'm saying, though. They saying regardless of what you saying, they still three-peated. And niggas ain't did that since they've done it. So all that you saying
goes out the window. The niggas is winning like a motherfucker.
Exactly, nigga. And they said they could have probably won more.
They said they could have won 6 more.
Yeah. So the whole point is I'm getting at, Kobe decided when he came, Kobe was throwing up bricks. They said this nigga shooting the ball too much. He doing this. Kobe got humbled by himself. He got his own game right. He didn't come in starting like LeBron did.
No, yeah.
He had to adjust the niggas regardless. Nigga, you was on the bench. You didn't come in you had to prove yourself day in and day out. My point is what I'm getting at. People that got to the point they excelled, yes, every team had to learn to play with each other. Like Boston had to learn to play with each other. Shaq and them had to learn to play with each other. Miami had to learn to play with each other. Niggas eventually had to adjust to each other. That's give and take when you playing with stars. Of course, you're not going to get the same shot you would get if you playing by yourself. And they don't necessarily always want that. But like I said, from my opinion, looking at Kyrie, he has not done nothing to the level he's done since he's left LeBron.
Oh, yeah, because that Celtic team, nigga, Paul Pierce was still Pierce. KG was still KG. Ray Allen came and still was Ray Allen.
But you're, again, like, this is like that's almost like the Fab Five in Michigan, where it's like not every single person was a star. It's like the Warriors. Not every single person was a star. The way they ended up playing together was the reason that they became
all
stars.
All them niggas were stars.
All stars.
No, you're gonna misconstrue what I'm saying. When you go back, it was KG, I think, Pierce, and who?
Ray
KG,
Allen.
Pierce, Ray Allen,
that was
Rondo.
No.
Rondo, Antoine Walker.
Hold on, I know, Big Baby Ray, all that. Kendrick Perkins, everybody, right? But the big three was those. When they came to, if you remember, that press conference, they came, they put the hats on, they did the whole thing. It was the big three. The way that the other role players worked into their system is ultimately what made them famous. When you talk about Jordan and the people he passed it to and them game winner shots, that was set up still within the Jordan system. Like, it's not that these niggas is just like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. This is what we're going to do. So I don't think you guys are understanding that. Like, at the end of the day, the players that are the top players are going to dictate the way the game is played for this team.
No, this
was Phil Jackson's system.
Yeah, exactly.
Triangle offense.
For sure, that was Phil Jackson's system. And on top of that, I do understand what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, when Pierce had the ball, Pierce be the truth. KG, when I give you the ball, do what KG do. That's what you here for. Ray Allen, when you get the ball, jack that shit up.
But who does LeBron have to do what they do? Like this is my.
You're not hearing me. This is my point about when we see.
How am I able to drop 40 if I have two players on a team that are getting 30 to 40 touches a night. Like I'm trying to figure
I
out
don't.
how I'm supposed to do
My
that.
point is he touches the ball. My point is excel when you have the rock. My point is step up like the rest of these players. Regardless of you playing your role, LeBron doesn't even play. He don't want to play 40 minutes a game no more. Whatever how many minutes they play him, he's already getting rest all the time. He probably sitting out for some damn bread right now. Probably ain't even nothing wrong with the nigga. So I'm just saying nah, but what I'm saying, all this, they do the game management. LeBron, like, this is probably what he want to see right now. Let me see what y'all do. Then when I come back, don't make it seem like I'm the problem because now you start to, like you said, humble yourself and shy away from what I see you can do. Be that person. Like, we can say that, but we watched them work together. They could have three-peated in Miami with D-Wade. Even though D-Wade decided to adjust, but he said D-Wade had to accept that LeBron is better than him. And for us to be great, I got to allow LeBron to be LeBron. I'm still going to be D-Wade, but let him facilitate it. He got a better IQ. He can do more things. So I think that worked in their favor.
They better win, though. That's all I'm saying. I want to see the LA trifecta. Dodgers, they did their part. Rams, step y'all shit up. It's on y'all. I know y'all gonna do y'all thing.
Your dream
that's without question.
Your dream not coming true.
That's without question.
You might get the Lakers, but the Ram
Lakers
thing,
might win.
the Ram thing, you gotta let that go, man. We finna get Myles Garrett. We get him. It's over.
Y'all desperate.
We ain't desperate.
Y'all desperate. Niggas trying to get another all-star team.
We get Myles Garrett. Y'all know what time it is.
Look at the names he's saying. Middle of the season, they trying to get Myles Garrett. They know they looking at the trajectory. We can't win this.
Brandon Graham came back. We balling right now.
Man, come on, man. We ain't even been hearing about you niggas.
How?
Keep it a G.
We just smoked. Jalen Hurts just had the best game. Just did something ain't nobody did since like 1950.
Against who?
Who we just played?
Who y'all played?
New York.
Nobody's. Exactly.
It don't matter.
Worst team in the damn league. Matter of fact, Scatter Boo Boo just fucking or Scatter whatever the fuck his name is. Whatever cut name is, nigga ankle just turned the whole opposite way of his leg.
And I hate that had to happen to him because I like him even though he's a giant. But you know when you step in Philly, it's real. Y'all was popping it. You might get your bones broke.
Man, what are these players being made out of? Because these injuries wasn't going on when I was a kid, man. The superstars played the whole season. You might have had one tragic injury, like, damn, cut out for the season. It seemed like every team got somebody going out for the season.
I don't know for football, but I know basketball is just kids are just playing too many games at a young age.
Basketball is starting to look crazy.
Basketball, I ain't even watching that
That's
shit.
what I'm saying, though. Basketball.
Oh, y'all crazy. I got a new take on that after going to a live game.
Basketball is starting to look crazy in the sense of because of this sports betting stuff. Y'all got to realize all this sports betting got big once Kobe retired. They know Kobe wasn't going for that. But what I
said, fuck Vegas, I'm winning.
But what I'm saying is, if you ever pay attention to like the point spreads and stuff like that, like they took like Donovan Mitchell. I think he was due for 20.5 points. They took him out at like 19 with like 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. John Morant, damn near,
he's had a terrible game.
No, he was calling it out. They was like, why is you not getting more minutes? He like, ask the coaches. Ask the coaches. They got something to do with it. Ask the coaches. Like, he was insinuating like, nigga, I have no control over this. Basically like, yeah, I want to play more, but ask the coaches why I'm not playing more. I'm John Morant. Why am I not playing more?
So with the Fed crackdown of people getting busted with the sports betting, the insider betting, and you seen old boy, he got caught. They pulling all his footage up. I remember we talked about it one episode. Him literally throwing the ball to the other team. I forget his damn name.
We was calling it before this shit happened.
Rozier. Yeah, you came in talking about it. Yeah, brought it up. You and Kali. So is this why the NBA is going where it's going? And this is why they having talks of even taking it off TV because it's becoming so fucking obvious that we can't keep airing this shit because people are seeing it and we losing viewership. So now we got to just play the highlights and make it look like this was the best game ever, all while hitting these point spreads for Vegas.
I personally think Adam Silver as a commissioner is just a slave to advertisements, and that's the biggest problem. He's a slave to advertisement dollars. And so that's why he's splitting shit up to Prime and these different subscriptions because they're paying a big bag, and that's the way that he's trying to advance the NBA. But I just went to a game, and I'm going to be honest, like, crowds are live. The game is fun. It's fast-paced. It's not as aggressive as it once was. But the game of basketball is, on a skill level, is the craziest that it's ever been technical-wise. And we just need for them to figure something out to get it back in front of people's faces more. But this gambling shit it's not helping it for sure.
Now that's basically what I was getting at. Like, I think they care about no matter how much money they get, it's never enough for them. And I think they got a big hand in it as far as the coaches, everybody else. Yeah, the players is always gonna be the ones that go down in it. But I'm pretty sure the players know what's going on outside of that too. I think that's playing a big part in all sports. A lot of sports is getting ugly out here because of that gambling.
That's
It's
what low
fucked
key
up
made
'cause
me fall back. The gambling,
it's
it
fucked
make
up
it look
'cause it's
obvious.
like you blaming the NBA, but if this wasn't a type of bet that people could make, it wouldn't even be a possibility. Remember, betting on the players and shit wasn't always. I don't think that was always a thing. I forget what it's called, player prop betting. That wasn't always a thing until a certain time period. So if you take that away or put some type of restriction on that, then it limits what players are able to do in the NBA.
But what I'm getting at even too is to the point, like I said, with Ja Morant. Y'all got to watch the interview he did after that game, and he was. What I'm getting at is that the players are starting to not even have control to the point where I'm taking you out the game. Like,
Nigga, like, why am I out the game? Fuck
like,
going on? The
it's
coach ain't
third-
even telling
It's
them.
the third quarter. Like, you sitting out. You sat out the whole fourth quarter for what? Because your point spread was this. They probably didn't put money on you. They damn self.
Yeah, that was against the Lakers. I think he had like 8 points.
Coach got a
Yup,
backdoor
yeah,
bet
yeah,
on his
that-
own
that
player.
was that. Yeah, exactly.
These niggas
Hey,
crazy.
get out, man. You need to be rested. You might get hurt again. Niggas
Man.
tell a nigga anything. Yeah.
Man, you know what's? I saw this article, and this is going to affect everybody out there because AI is the future. ChatGPT has updated its terms of service as of October 29th, and they now officially prohibit ChatGPT from providing medical, legal, or financial advice. This is huge to me. This policy change was implemented because AI lacks the professional judgment. This is what they're saying. It lacks the professional judgment, contextual understanding, and accountability necessary for giving reliable advice in these sensitive fields. Now, anybody who has been using ChatGPT over the past couple years or whenever it
That's cap what
first
they just said.
came out, people specifically in the medical, dealing with medical, right? You go to the doctor tell you some BS that you know is BS. You didn't even have to go to medical school for this. You going for a certain problem, and they giving you something that don't even make sense. Really just trying to get money out you, right? To keep buying different type of medical treatment. So people were saying, doctors were saying, patients started coming in already diagnosing themselves, saying, hey, this is what's going on, blah, 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 and using certain terminology that the doctors didn't even know. And the doctors were saying they had to leave the room and go Google because people were using ChatGPT to diagnose themselves. So the doctor couldn't give them the normal spin around. So doctors would diagnose somebody and say, hey, this is what's wrong with you. They'll put it in ChatGPT. ChatGPT will go, fuck no, this is what's going on. Find another doctor. They go to another doctor, let that doctor know, and that's what was really going on. Or let's say with the legal advice, like you got in an accident. We was talking about this earlier. Usually you got to go to an attorney. They tell you do this, do that, go through these steps. I'm going to help you with this. You put in what happened with the accident. You put in the information, everything. ChatGPT is the lawyer. It tell you everything to do step by step. It'll ask you, do you want me to write out legal documents, this, that, and the third? How you want me to write it? It literally does all the work. So I think they saw the power being given to the citizens, and they misjudged, like, oh, wait a minute, what the fuck? This eliminating a whole lot of jobs right now.
Even in businesses too, like people are using it to read contracts and do all different types of things. You could possibly, as an employee, profit, right? Or make a certain amount of money in the company, get certain deals that put you at a higher position. So I think that the only way to combat that is to, put a blocker on it, because you could be cheating. It could be looked at as cheating if you're using it. And I'm just speaking at least in a business aspect, not medical, but business-wise, it could be looked at as cheating if, hey, I'm closing deals X, Y, and Z, and I'm using this software and nobody else is.
Yeah, no, I don't care about all that cheating stuff. Don't be mad when it's starting to be in our benefit, because what it's going to do is going to stop a lot of their dollars. That's where the problem is at, especially in medical field. We see the way they giving us the food, everything else. They don't. The medicine is to keep you sick. So if you go on to ChatGPT and it can give you a direct line of what you should do, it probably can give you some natural ways to heal yourself. And you going around everything else, they don't want you to have that information. So by them blocking that, they're blatantly showing us in our face in real time how they're going to control the ChatGPT that y'all thought was AI was the future. And even on top of that, to go back to what you were saying about no, you just said putting the stuff in the breaking the papers down. ChatGPT literally, damn, I just lost my train of fucking thought.
Putting a contract in?
No, yeah,
putting the contract. So I read everything that I get. So I read it first because I like to keep my mind working and trust my own mind. But then I would use ChatGPT, like, what is it saying, to verify what I already got from it. Okay, I was on point still. My brain still worked. But like you said, ChatGPT will break it down to a T, write it up how you want it in your language or their language, or even help you understand their language so you know what words to use. Because you got to understand that too when you going against these, when you using lawyer, you got to understand their language against the banks. You can't just go to the banks talking one way. You got to know their language to get the most out of it.
Right, because imagine these shady businesses, like let's say a record label. You going to sign a record deal, and you can't see the small print that's fucking you over. You put that contract in ChatGPT, it literally tell you this is good, and then they'll have a damn hazard symbol and go, watch out for this, reword this, this ain't in your favor. Do you want me to write it in your favor so you can send it back?
Right.
So now you can't fuck over niggas no more.
You definitely need to adjust this because this right here don't look right.
Exactly.
They made plenty of errors right here, and they gonna probably try to let you put that ChatGPT is so crazy, because it lets you know like, they trying to get over on you. Yeah, like it'll really let you.
Because I done used that shit before. Motherfucker done sent me over a contract and I done put that shit in there. And that shit, I'm like, damn, I ain't even see that.
Nigga, I didn't see. I didn't read something. I'm like, this don't make sense. Because they'll put like, say maybe 45%, but then they'll put like a 26% number, but they'll have it written out 45%. So ChatGPT like, you need to correct this because if you sign this, 45% is going to them, even though they got you thinking it's 26%. But it's written out, and the way it's worded is crazy.
Yeah, so they saw that and going, we can't fuck the average person over no more because now they got ChatGPT. And to say that ChatGPT don't have professional judgment, contextual understanding, and how does AI not have contextual understanding? If I'm going to a doctor for medical advice, this has the information from every medical book that they read in 10 seconds.
The war is beginning. The war is beginning because, now just who owns AI and at what length are they willing to go to make sure that their shit is able to continue to be used, right? And if they got the dollars, and then to me, that's how I'm looking at it. Like it becomes a war between the government and artificial intelligence because the government is telling you, hey, you can't use this. Even though this person created it, y'all using the shit. You telling us now we can't use medical, legal, or what was the other one?
It was medical, legal, and financial.
It's like those are the three biggest things in the world.
And you niggas can't use it. So what are we using it for at this point?
You know what they gonna do? They gonna still use it. They gonna still use it against you. They say we didn't create this for y'all to smarten up. We created y'all to make these damn memes and have jokes and videos and create stupid bullshit.
Yeah. That was the main things people were using it for. So if you're not using it for that, what are you using it for? I don't understand what else you need to use it for.
I don't get it. That's why I'm like, I'm not I don't know if y'all remember, they used to have some shit called like Cha-Cha or some shit. You could text it, 411.
Yeah, I remember that.
Text the stupid questions. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm using it for financial, legal, or medical advice. There's nothing else for it to be used for.
You're going to go buy a house. You're going to take out a loan for a house. You punch that through. Do these numbers make sense? The fucking system will literally pull up houses in the area, tell you the comparisons, what this house sold for that. Like at the blink of an eye, what you had to do in a week to research, at the drop of a hat, it gave you all the information. So the only difference between ChatGPT and a human is we forget information. You might receive so much information, your brain got to wipe certain of that information out to keep certain information in your head. ChatGPT ain't forget nothing. So what the doctor got to go Google, ChatGPT gonna pull up right there on the spot.
And you able to question it on the spot. Hey man, what is that? Don't make no sense.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
ChatGPT break it right there. Hold on, because you just said this, like you said. And what's even more crazy, I see people using it sometimes too. Like they damn near giving a whole playbook on certain things where they get to asking the theorist questions. Mm-hmm. Hey man, if you wanted to control the masses, what would be the thing you do?
And it break the whole playbook down.
Exactly. Like if the government is doing this, what is that? What's really going on? Like people get to going in those deep rabbit holes, and it's like, damn, it be making sense. Or what would you have to do if you was hiding something from people and all that? So it's wild, like, it is.
Y'all using AI to read job resumes, but you get a job and you can't use AI to be better at your job. It's like, that doesn't make sense to me. You guys are literally using it to, you know what I mean, source material, get new ideas for employees, for all type of shit. But you're telling, again, everyday regular people that they can't use it. Even though the systems that we have to use and be a part of every day, AI is damn near implemented.
Nigga, what's crazy, nigga, they doing AI interviews.
Y'all see the Neil deGrasse Tyson shit?
You talking to a whole bot for a job interview. Literally, every question is asking you and everything. Then it's gonna tell you it's gonna follow up. That's wild.
When you what did he say? I didn't
Neil
watch it.
deGrasse Tyson, he had a video of him talking about how the world Earth was flat, and then he like pulls the phone back and he's like, "That's not even me. I never said that. This is a deep fake. Like this is how far this shit is getting." And it looked real. Like it was a whole video. So I'm just like, the dangers of AI. Like you're telling me that y'all can still do that. Y'all won't put a blocker on that, but we can't just go and simply research something. It's just like y'all want to keep us in the dark or keep us slaves about shit.
And I just let y'all know, y'all want to say freedom, the system is for you. Do this sound like a system that's for you? You can't use it for financial advice, but they can. You can't use it for medical advice, but they can. Do that sound like someone that's for you? They can use it for legal advice. You can't. So you gonna go to court. They're using ChatGPT. Best believe they're using that. Because they ain't got that law book memorized and they're not trying to spend late nights looking up cases and all. No, they're going to punch that in ChatGPT. It's going to tell them what it needs to tell them, but you can't use it.
And think about, like you said, financial. Think about how many people that don't know how to take care of their finances. That don't know that even small things like if you ask ChatGPT, man, what's the best way to help me get up out of this debt? Or what's the best way to help me fix my credit and stuff like that? ChatGPT will give you a whole game plan for 90 days or 6 months of how you can do things and what pieces and keys and things you need to tell the credit people and stuff like that. So it's wild that they don't want you that. They want you in debt. They want us in the worst conditions. I will say that.
That's crazy because I did see people putting that, how to fix my credit, and they were showing a lot of people that, man, I got this off my credit. I didn't even know I could do this.
Hard contract, everything.
They getting scared to death, nigga. They like, hold on. We can't run game on the
Right.
people no more.
You calling and asking about what? How you even know about
Update
that?
them terms ASAP, nigga.
That's crazy work.
Y'all better wake y'all game up ASAP for real.
Where do y'all think the world is headed at this?
Whole lot more deep fakes to come, I tell you that.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Be on the lookout for them deep fakes.
It's just gonna be very hard to tell fantasy from reality at this point. I think that's where we headed. Where it's gonna be. You're gonna have to question everything, and there's certain people that already are, but I don't think you should have to question everyday life. And I think that's where we're headed because the way technology is going and the way these corporations and people are using it, there is no for certain answer or narrative. It's like they could be doing it for this reason or that reason. This could be fake or it couldn't be. So I just think that's where we're going to be.
Do y'all think technology is making people better or worse?
I think it depends on how you use it. I think it's making people better in certain aspects of life, and in certain other aspects, it's making people worse. It's good and bad with everything. So we advance with the technology. It's allowing us to do things we couldn't even fathom doing, but people are becoming detached. People's attention spans are getting fucked off. People's ability to think is getting fucked off. So it's like it's good and bad. Does the good outweigh the bad? I think it depends on the person and how you use it.
It's weird too because it's like with the advancement of technology, I just think that humans get softer. They get maybe slower because they now have systems that can operate for them that they wouldn't have had in the past. So to me, it's like, do we put a ceiling on where technology should go? Because to me, it's looking like the more it advances, the less humans advance. Even though we have shit that's more advanced, our minds have deteriorated. Our health has deteriorated mentally. You know, everything about us is not as strong as it was, even though we now have technology that our parents could have never, you know what I mean, imagined. So it's like, how do we
make that balance?
Yeah, how do we get to keep, technology advancing without it being a demise of human beings? Like, because that's what it's doing.
And that's basically what I was getting at. Like, the more I see, like, the more technology advances, like you said, is disconnecting us more from maybe our true selves. It's disconnecting us from people. It's disconnecting us from a lot of people have been what do you call it, man? When we can see people get smoked all the time, desensitized to a lot of things in the world. Like, you see a lot of things that you wouldn't have seen maybe as a youth. A lot of your memory, you have to use a lot of your memory as a kid. People don't remember nothing, or probably don't even know 3 phone numbers by heart. So I just think a lot of that stuff is starting to deteriorate on us. If you don't stick to your roots of certain things and certain knowledge, I think it can get ugly. Like you said, it can help a lot of people for sure. I just think on an overall scale, it's keeping people in like a warped reality.
Talking about people being desensitized, Halloween just passed, right? And you got a bunch of right-wing creators, Lily Gladys, a bunch of other names I'm not going to name they did blackface, right? They posing with chicken, they do the watermelons, they doing all this stuff. Do you think that black people should even care about that at this point? Or do you think that we're so desensitized that is that why we're getting the reaction that we're getting?
I just look at it, don't even entertain it. Don't even entertain it. If you got a problem with it, check it when you see it. Outside of that, don't entertain it because they want to rage bait us to an extent. And if you say they don't, or go back, start doing white face. Start doing what they start putting that same energy out to them. Yeah, because we see what's going on.
Aren't white people though tired of it? It's like y'all doing the same shit. Like it's the same.
It's lame as hell, man. You got to realize they're content creators. They trying to get engagement. They trying to get money. That's it. If black people ignore them, they disappear. It don't exist. How much engagement you gonna get if we're not engaging and being rage baited in it? Like, okay, you doing blackface. What is that even proving at this point?
Them days is over.
Why do you even give a like? I don't even give. I look at them, it looks fucking goofy. Like
straight clown.
Straight clown.
Just like the makeup you got on.
Exactly.
Sure.
I don't even pay that shit no mind. That shit be funny to me. Like they really that infatuated with us.
And
that's what it is. It's admiration. They're infatuated with us to the point where they gotta mock us as a defense mechanism. I'm telling you where racism started, man. Y'all better go run back in them history books, man.
Do you think that there's a place like when we go 20 years from now? Because I seen a tweet about this. Like when this shit is in history books, like what do you think kids and adults 20, 30 years from now are going to think? Like, are these people even going to have careers at that point? Or do you think that eventually this little phase that we're going through in social media and society is gonna flip and they're gonna be exiled?
As far as what?
Like because you got Lily Gladys doing the blackface, you got motherfuckers doing the Hitler shit, the Nazi shit, and like being so out in the open with it today. You got Nick Fuentes running around, and all of these people pre this little era, it's like you would be done for. But they're now given a platform to make money and low-key have longevity for time to come and really, be a staple. But I'm just looking at it like in the next 20, 30 years, do you think we look back on these people and think they were on the right side of history? Or do we look at them like this was some bullshit and we should try to sweep this under the rug?
It depends on your perspective, because we could look back in history now in the history books of the KKKs and the pre-civil rights era and the people that's in them books where they used to literally go to the middle of the town and watch black people get lynched with their kids and eat popcorn and drink lemonade like it was normal. Them people still got careers. Them people still got jobs. They had kids who, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's just the next generation of that. But I do see this generation breaking the cycles more than previous generations as far as the mixed race, the races mixing. It's a whole lot more mulatto shit going on. It's a whole lot more interracial relationships going on. And the black man is the most wanted man on the planet right now from all races of women. You see it all over the internet. You go to other countries, they're literally putting ads up trying to have kids with black men.
Paying you
to be in a relationship. So this why they panicking. This why they going so hard with the rage bait, trying to convince the women, don't fuck with niggas. Just like I said, I believe the racism started because they women wanted to fuck with niggas. That's what I believe. Because I see the same thing. What else are they crashing out about? The women going to go fuck with the black men. They ain't crashing out about nothing else. We don't own nothing major in the infrastructure. We don't own the politics. We don't make the policies. We don't control the money. We don't control the wealth. The one thing we do control right now is the attention from women. And with all of that they control, the military, the politics, the wealth, they still worried about the women.
Because we got that soul, we got that sauce. You can't go buy this. It got to be in you, not on you.
Exactly.
And to go back with what y'all was just saying, I think even with the younger generation, I think they're getting to the point where people are tired of hearing about the same racist stuff.
No, for sure.
People are starting to gravitate and just look at people more like a human race. Either I like you for who you are or I don't. And I think outside of that, you got the older generations that still want to maybe behind closed doors teach their kids certain things, but then they go to school or they're around certain people.
It's hard to keep that up.
Yeah, well, I got a black friend. I might like them, but they probably got to keep it a secret and things like that. And this is a little off topic, but we see them older people that becomes like what was the Netflix show, The Perfect Neighbor?
I seen that. I did see that. Yeah,
you watched that?
Oh, were they crashing out?
Yeah.
She unalived the mama, but she had just a hatred for the kids and everything else. But you see, even on that block, it was
Mixed.
white,
Yeah,
mixed.
everybody playing
Everybody
together.
was mixed, but it's a gang of kids outside. Like who's that mad because kids outside playing? You mad because you irritated because they loud and stuff like that. Kids being kids. It's one of those instances. She ended up shooting the mama and stuff like that. But to go back to that, it was even more crazy because when you watch the buildup of it, the mama Ben wanted to check her or do something. And I was like, some people can't be reasoned with. But then the friend is on there regretting it, like, well, just let it go and ignore it and stuff like that. And then she ended up getting smoked on behalf of that, and the kids lost their mama, which is unfortunate.
But see, that's why you can't really just always ignore racism.
No, that's what I was getting at. And the friends this is why you can't listen to everybody that's not dealing with your situation.
Because the friend was white, right? Is what you're saying? And she was.
I don't even think it was just. I think it was more. I think it was a black friend too, but I think it was a white one. A couple of them over there, they basically just like ignored this lady tripping on your kids every day. So I guess the white lady took the little boy tablet or iPad, and the mama finally got fed up, crashed out of anger. That's another thing too, because the emotions. I was like, man, she had a man around, they probably would have handled it a little different. But the mama just flew off the wind, banging on the door, popped her through the door.
Aggressive intelligence, man. You can't handle every situation the same way, and you can't meet every situation with peace and love.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. Sometimes you try to put that water on the fire, it don't work.
She was going on that time, but she should have knew a little bit when the little kids was already telling them 2 days before that she was flashing a gun. Yeah. At that point, it should have been like, oh, you flashing guns at my kids?
Right, now it's a whole nother situation. Yeah, exactly.
You just don't ever walk up on nobody's door banging on it, to me, because any nigga could come out with anything. So it's like, if you're going to approach somebody, you have to figure out whatever kind of way to do it. I don't know how she what other way she could have did it. But
this was over like almost a 2-year span, I believe, and she was already trying to fake build something because it's a stand your ground law in Florida and stuff like that. But she ended up getting manslaughter. But the old lady was basically already trying to build something, calling the police every day. They said 2-3 times out the week.
And they knew
trying to leave a paper trail, something was going on. Because she'd already knew she was going to take it there anyway, so she was just building.
She almost got off if she didn't have a history and lied so much. I'm like, this lady crazy as hell.
It's because the cops was even like, this bitch done called us all year. Yeah, and we come here and we like, ain't nothing going on.
The biggest thing I got from that too, like I tell people, the cops don't protect you. You know what I'm saying? All they do is react to situations. They had plenty of times to tell that lady to leave them kids alone. They never did it. All they kept trying to tell the kids, well, don't play in the yard. And the dude was like, well, they can play in this part of the yard.
Even with going to the cops, what they gonna do? The most they gonna do for you is get a restraining order, which is a piece of fucking paper, which does nothing. I can still walk up on you, blow you down, stab, do whatever with that piece of paper. That does nothing if the person don't respect the paper. So even calling the police is like, we got to learn to police ourselves to a degree.
Yeah, but
I think. And don't walk up on nobody's house or nobody's vehicle.
I agree.
2 things you never do. Don't go walk up on nobody's house, and don't go walking up on nobody's vehicle. Because like Kali said, you don't know what they got inside.
I just think I think she gave her the ammo coming so aggressively. If she would have came with a calm nature, so she had no excuse to feel threatened and just came knocking on the door and holler at you like, you got my son iPad, I'm going to your door too.
I think she was gonna do that regardless of how she came.
She never went over there, but she been tired of it. But now,
no, I'm saying by her going, I think even if she would have went calm, I think old girl would have popped her anyway.
Unfortunately, it's fucked up to me as this might sound like. I think if the mother wouldn't have got popped, eventually it would have been a kid. So
I thought about that.
I think as sad as it is that the mother was the one to lose their life, I think she spared all those children's lives because some of them kids would have got shot for sure.
Some of them kids still blaming themselves. They're gonna live with that forever.
For sure.
The little boy, like, man, if I would have just never left my iPad outside,
why did
my
I play
mom would
outside?
still be here.
This is why I said when we did the 19 Keys episode, it ain't no reasoning with a racist. It ain't once your mind is made up at that age with that much hatred, you got to be eliminated. That's the only way.
I was agreeing.
It's no putting you at the separate side of town because you're gonna find your way back to the people that you hate. Because you now feed and live off the hatred, which is what she did. She woke up every day to exude that hatred, calling the cops every day, going to fuck with the kids every day, to the point where she took the mom out. You can't reason with that. It ain't no meeting that with peace. That got to be scrubbed off the earth.
That's what I was saying. Everything can't be reasoned with, but I was feeling like maybe before that, it happened over so much of a span. Yeah. Her feet should have been at least whooped. Her mama should have been put hands on the lady before all that. At least pump some type of something in her.
Aggressive intelligence.
Yeah. So,
you got a point too, because they let it get to the point where it's like, you would have whooped her a while ago. She would have never thought of taking your son's shit. Like, he probably would have. It would have already been set in stone. All right, I don't fuck with them no more
Right.
because they gonna do something to me.
Either that or just, and like you said, you telling your kids just stay over there. Ain't no point in arguing back and forth. Y'all stay, and it's crazy because you can see the line drawn. It's like, I understand it though, because we had dirt fields and stuff like that as a kid. We gonna go play in. We gonna go play regardless of who.
We didn't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep it
who
100,
out
yeah.
here? Nah, but I'm saying, but you might get people, but outside of that, you playing ding dong ditch. You doing all type of shit in the neighborhood. So
they annoyed. They for sure annoyed
yeah.
with you, but it's like again.
But she was
kids.
the only person though, because
Yeah.
everybody else had kids on the block. So man,
Bro, what's today? Today is the 2nd. Went grocery shopping yesterday. Stores was empty. First of the month, stores usually packed. Stores was empty. Them SNAP benefits got cut. People ain't grocery shopping.
it's ugly.
It's ugly. I'm like, you don't realize how many people was on SNAP till you go to the store right now. And the motherfucking aisles is empty, nigga.
Nah, that's facts, and it's just crazy because food is so high. Like you said, you used to better go spend $250, $300. You have shit that lasts you down in a month.
Nigga,
You
that'll
get
get
that,
you
nigga.
2 baskets. Niggas walking around with
Yeah,
2
exactly.
baskets.
That's what I'm
Two
saying.
baskets.
Yeah, nigga.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Nigga,
Now
Yep.
you better hope that lasts you a week, nigga. If that.
5 bags is like 180, 200, easily.
You
4 or
gotta
5 bags.
You got to down there decipher how much meat you getting this week
Yep.
and how much you doing for that. It's like
I even
it's
seen
crazy.
another article that said federal funding for informants have been cut due to government shutdown. So the snitches that's on payroll ain't getting paid right now.
Even Cardi B, she said, she was like, it's bad out here. Even you don't see no celebrities buying houses like that. She like, it's even bad for the celebrities. So I'm like, obviously they bad, different from ours, but I think we're at a time right now where shit is expensive.
Right. Nah, that's
Niggas
facts.
ain't tricking like they used to. All type of shit is going on.
They said the pussy going for the low right
Yeah,
now.
go for the low right now.
Pussy
But-
$40 again.
Busting it down for
$40
a dub,
holla,
yeah.
all that high power, yeah. It's getting, and what this is really showing is the same thing that COVID showed: the importance of family, importance of family, and the importance of having a good spouse. A lot of these single, independent women right now, they feeling that. They was living off the government. I don't need a man because the government was the man. Now that man is not in the house. They feeling that shit now. They trying to hurry up and shack up with a nigga.
On some real shit though, this is a time in a day and age where this should make you realize not to depend on the government and us as a people to depend on each other. Not necessarily depend in that sense, but being able to come together for certain things, and that'll help. Like they say, it takes a village. These villages back then, when they had them tribes, they all came together. But everybody brings something, put it together, we make it work. I think this is the more importance because people ready to go supposedly tear it down. I ain't see none of that going on.
Yeah,
so
I didn't see that.
That was all cap just for social media.
Yeah, that
trying
was
to
for
sound
social
good.
media clicks and talking about, we
nigga
finna start
trying
eating
to
white
get
people
views,
and all
yeah.
type of shit.
I didn't see all that, but I'm
You
talking
didn't
about
see the
people.
black bitch?
Nah, they was talking about going to stores and just
I've
raiding
seen that.
stores and stuff like that. But this is when you come together and try to put something together,
And
And I think that's what people got to do: help each other with their kids, help each other with their families, and this is when you need people the most. And the government is showing you time and time again, you can't rely on them. They're gonna make you rely on them, take it away, give it, then take
There
it
you go,
away.
yeah.
Give it
This
to
is-
take it
yeah,
away.
That's
what's
all
gonna
I was
keep
going to say
coming.
is like,
Yeah.
why even put yourself in a situation where what you can't make as much as you want in life? Like, I can only make this amount of money to keep these benefits. To me, that's a scam as it is. So I hope people even look at that and just be like, we have to figure out a way to get out of this because what they're telling is you cannot progress in life in order to receive these benefits. And as simple as that sounds, that's really crazy. That means where you are today, whatever day it is, this is where you're going to stay and remain for the rest of your life. No progression to continue to
But look,
give you something just to
look-
struggle.
Hey,
But
but
look-
look, it's
let
even
me-
colder to his point though.
Like,
The people that's in that situation, we all know them. We all been around them. They set their kids up for the same.
thing. Yeah.
So when their daughter's growing up, girl, this is how you get the benefits. You gonna get to this building. So the next generation is already being groomed to be stuck there. This is how you get 5 generations of never left the projects.
See, but look, even though that's a great point, but look who else it's affecting. You got people working for the government being affected by the government.
True.
So they hitting the people that's working for the government. What do? They wasn't getting the SNAP benefits. All of them wasn't. Some probably was, but majority of them that's in
they
a
probably making
position.
good enough job, good enough.
Nah,
money,
what
yeah.
I'm saying is, but some people making that money, but they're not getting no money.
now,
They-
now they
yeah,
fucked,
so they hit the people. That's how ironic it is and crazy because the government, the real government, that they getting their bread.
yeah, they voted
But
no.
but the
Yeah.
people that they just telling you, well, it's a government job, you get this X, Y benefits, but you ain't getting no benefits. And we ain't just hitting y'all, we hitting the bottom of the barrel. We hitting all y'all pockets. Nigga, it's ugly out here. That's what they doing.
And the craziest part, I don't know, Kali, if you put it in a group, I put it in a group, I don't remember, but there was an interview of somebody that worked for the government, and he was saying, man, the government can never go bankrupt. We print the money. How the fuck we gonna go bankrupt? And when we said, just print more money, people like, y'all dumb as hell. You can't just print more money. And he sat right there in the interview and said, anytime we need money, we print it for us.
Yeah. And then they asked him, well, so like why or what? They tried to get him to explain, and he couldn't. He was like a very, very high position in the treasury or something, where it was like, how do you not know how to explain this and break it down in layman's terms to an everyday person? And you're supposed to be dealing with this on a high level.
Nigga, a 10-year-old can understand that, nigga.
Yeah.
We print it, nigga. We make it, nigga.
we need it, we make it. You need it, we tell you inflation. We can't print more. It's gonna fuck the economy up. This ain't how it works.
This is why when I hear all this about we owe people and all this stuff, all that is just smoke and mirrors. Because
Facts.
we make the money. Unless it had to do with some real short
tangible item, gold,
stuff like
diamonds.
that. Yeah, outside of that, you can run out of that. But outside of that stuff, the money, it really like Tupac said, nigga. How is it homeless people when you got a White House with 1,000 rooms in it? You got mansions and you got buildings and you got everything else. It was a dude, I think in Africa, I forgot, they didn't have no homelessness. Everybody got put in the house or something. So it's just like, if you really cared about your people, like which we know they don't, the health benefits wouldn't be doing what it do right now. The government wouldn't be shut down based off, what's the government shut down for? For what?
Niggas running test runs.
The government shut down. This is what people gonna say, y'all dumb. Oh, because they can't come together on a mutual decision.
Y'all not voting, see? It's y'all fault. You niggas don't vote.
Nigga, I just seen a clip of Malcolm X talking about how stupid we is about the being part of like the Democratic parties and stuff like that, and how they've been having us fooled.
Yeah, wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, exactly. But people are still going through that in this day and age right now. So it's just like, it's crazy when you see all that. They go back to us when we talk about being woke. It's like, you can speak, but people ain't gonna get it.
Should billionaires have to give their money away? I think Billie Eilish,
she talked about that.
She jumped out there and said, you know, how do we have homeless and how do we have this, that, and the third? And we got billionaires.
In my opinion, like, I think you should have to give up something. You should want to. I mean, and I understand I worked hard for this money. I got it. But you get to a point to where you're not even really counting it. It's like, I could go and break down or start a foundation and, you know, put kids in college with certain criteria, or get kids in trades, or do something, go get some niggas some shoes, something, anything, you know what I mean, with all this money I got, instead of just keeping it for myself. And it's crazy because we talk about celebrities or famous people, rich people giving their money generation to generation, but most of these people who leave their money for their kids, they fuck it off in that very next generation, and it's over with. That dynasty's cooked. It's over. It's finished. That shit is no more. What's his name? I'm gonna find him, but he's a reporter for CNN, I think, or something like that. His family was rich, and now he's just a reporter for CNN. So it shows you how a lot of times they saving the money for what reason? You could have gave it to somebody who, again, would have needed food or shelter or education, anything. Like, I just feel like you have too much money to not be trying to give a little bit of it to somebody.
I don't think if they earn it, they should have to give it away. They did a study and basically said if they dished out all the money evenly across the world, all the money go right back into the rich
people's hands. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's more of a mentality, it's more of a mindset. I just think a lot of things shouldn't cost what they cost.
Is that just content?
Huh?
Is that just content? Them saying that? Talking about, yeah, it'll go back to the same hands anyway. This is why we can't do it. Let's find out.
They're right because it's corporation.
No. This ain't just content. It didn't necessarily, when I heard this, it didn't come from like government people or nothing like that. It came from some other people that
some financial experts. But what I'm saying is, what are they basing that on?
Nah, I don't think.
Well, if you think about
they're basing it on the mindset. They tracking and they know understanding how people, like we were just talking about managing their funds and stuff like that. Most people get money and the first thing they want to go do is blow it. So it's not necessarily, and the rich are rich because of their financial decisions. So
that is true to a degree.
Just because you get the money don't mean you're going to make the right financial decisions if you haven't learned that yet. What I'm getting at is that I don't understand that. I just don't think everything should cost what it costs. A lot of stuff, like food that grown out the ground, should be free. A lot of water should be free. A lot of certain electricity should be free. But a lot of these things that we shouldn't have to pay for that was already here on earth makes no sense to me. Now, if you want your luxury stuff, you should probably have to earn that. Outside of certain things like basic needs, that shit shouldn't be getting taxed.
The only thing I think with the food, why it's not free, is somebody has to farm it. Somebody gotta grow it. Somebody gotta feed the animals,
The
slaughter them.
government should take care of them people.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it should be a different type of system with the pricing. The pricing is off. It don't make sense. How is the same item in 2 different stores, 2 different prices, nigga? If it's steak here in this store, and the exact same steak is in this store, how's it higher in this store than this store? That's the type of shit that we gotta regulate. Also, I don't know if y'all seen this, but they said they're gonna have digital price tags that are gonna have prices change in real time.
Oh, yeah,
so as you're grocery shopping, somebody could have been in the store 15 minutes before you and checked out, bought the exact same item you did, but on the market, the price of this meat went up another 75 cents, and you just paid a different price than they did for the same item in the same day, 15 minutes apart. So it's like the damn stock market, nigga. You gonna be in there walking down the aisle and prices is flipping on the damn items. What the fuck going on?
93.7 in the red.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
What's gonna be crazy is they gonna put a limited stock of certain things. Be like, hey, Tuesday at 10 a.m. when everybody at work, steak is this price. You know what I'm saying? Run that up, or like you said, and then change certain stuff. And it's just like, it's all about, to me, with them is control. And it's crazy. They're gonna have to bring back supermarket sweep.
That's what it's gonna turn into. You're gonna try to hurry up for that price change. Because how are you gonna, if the price change is here on the shelf, but it's already in my cart, how y'all gonna track that? I think that's why they got the digital carts coming to where you scan your item and it get a price of what you scanned it at right there.
It's not gonna be no register
on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
It's not gonna be nobody in the stores. It's just gonna be carts lined up. They might have some security, and you're gonna have to just fill your cart up. You already getting taxed.
You gotta run around that store for that price change.
At the crypto arena, you just Face ID when you go and get some chips or something, and you scan it, open it up for you. Whatever you pick up, you hit the thing to walk out, that should go out your
So
car.
it ain't no more, oh, well, you priced this at the wrong price. Yeah. You know how you go in the store and whatever they got the price on there?
Yeah. You probably got it in the
you
wrong
got to get it for that?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like say you went PlayStation and they put the wrong price tag on there. Well, the store got to honor the price on there, right? Or it's the false advertisement shit. That shit over with.
That shit
Nigga, that's what the price was 2 minutes ago.
You walk back over there, it's changed. No, I don't know what you was looking at.
Yeah, your shit cooked, nigga.
You gonna then have to take a picture or something. Well, it don't matter. This is what it say right now.
Yeah.
That's disgusting work.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's getting ugly.
Because I already be mad when I go to Costco 1 week and I go back the same item I wanted, the shit went up $5. And last week it was $5 cheaper. Like, come on, cuz, what y'all got going on?
But then, like you said, depending on certain stores, then certain stores we don't even have. Like, you go to Vons or you might go to Stater Brothers and a lot of different things. You go get fresh food here, but you go get BS here. And it's like, it's wild.
You got to do that too. I be hating that
you got to go to certain stores.
You got to go to 6 stores now.
Yeah. I'll shop at Sprouts for like meats and shit. And I'm like, I just want some regular yogurt that ain't $10.99. I gotta go down, 3-4 stores, nigga, for some regular shit. Like, you trying to say you gluten-free buns for, you feel me, $35.
Nah, fact. Going with moms, you going to Food for Less, that's it.
That's it.
Facts.
You getting everything out this one store, nigga.
We was going to Top Value.
Top Value, exactly.
That shit crazy because they used to go without me. I'm like, 3 hours, come home.
Might even go to Northgate, but now it's, nigga, you got to go to Trader Joe's. You got to hit Sprouts. You might go to Whole Foods, go to Costco, might go to Sam's Club because they got some of the stuff Costco got, but a little cheaper.
Grocery shopping day, crazy. Niggas do all that, then go get something to eat.
Go buy something. Nigga, you think I'm finna cook after all this?
That shit crazy.
You tripping.
Niggas do all that, go get something to eat.
Then you got to put the food away. Like, God damn. Life is lifing, man. Y'all, life is lifing, cuz this is probably the best and worst time to be an adult ever in history.
What a time to be alive.
Really think about what we survived in our generation. You talking about the Y2K. You talking about COVID. You talking about, man, we done went through a depression. We done went through
mass shootings.
The mass shootings. We done went through everything. What the fuck? That's what I'm saying. 9/11.
Censorship on a crazy level.
Censorship. Bro, I'm just thinking about everything. Like, how are we even sane at this point and still enjoying life?
It's crazy. And when people look back on it, they can be like, how the fuck was these niggas doing that? Like, we don't know.
And just look how everything advanced.
Yeah.
We went from cassette tapes. They went from beepers, the big ass CD players in your pocket, to the iPods. Now your phone is an iPod.
Beepers to me are crazy because
I actually want a beeper.
Let me get this right. So they beep you and then you just go to the payphone and call them.
You go to the payphone and call them.
The number that beep you.
Yeah. And then they learn how to send messages in the beeper, 911 or love, and different messages in the beeper.
Because I'm like, what is that really doing? I guess it's making you get to the phone faster.
Nah, it's just making you contact me. I might can't contact you like we
All
say.
day, yeah.
Hey, if I call the homie, I got to meet you halfway down the street, but you got a beeper. Hey,
Like, I know y'all could have just made cell phones already right there.
Nah,
Well, there
but
was
you-
no
but you-
cell phone.
yeah, that's
There was
what
the
I'm getting
beeper
at,
because you
yeah.
only had the rotary phone right in the house. So if you ain't at home, I call your house phone. You're not there. I could page you.
Right.
And then once you get near a phone, you know I paged you. Call me back.
You had payphones probably every corner.
It's just crazy.
Right, every corner.
I feel like they already had the technology for the phone if they had the beeper.
But they can't just drop it on us.
Yeah, that's the part I
No,
understand.
they did. You remember they had the
I'm
big
just like
ass
like a
flip
brick.
out cell phone
Yeah.
like this that
They got
all the
antenna.
hustlers used to have and shit with the
Right.
antenna on it.
In the
They
car.
started getting that because you even think about it, like I say all the time, watch whatever year Back to the Future came out. And then in that movie, that was supposed to be 2014. But 2014 in that movie, they already had the flat screen TVs. They already had everything that came out in 2014. Think I'm lying? Go look it up. Go watch Back to the Future. A lot of that stuff, the hoverboards, they had everything in
Yeah.
Back to the Future. Nigga, like when he went Back to the Future, all that stuff was here already.
They
Like,
just slowly unraveling the
Right.
technology they already had.
right.
They been had iPhones. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all think they just really thought of this year? Like, come on, girl. This is crazy. I low key miss CDs. Shit.
CDs was the shit. You had a whole experience with a CD.
I can't remember music now. Like with the CD, I used to remember. Okay, I want to listen to the CD.
See,
I
that's
listen to the same fucking songs because I cannot remember other songs to play. I can't even remember artists to play. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I think that's a big part of it too. Like we'll have conversations up here and y'all be like, give me lyrics. And like I swear I feel like that is a big part from generations back then is to now is like the way we consume music is so microwave and here today, gone tomorrow that I don't really have time to read the lyrics or we're not even sitting with the music as long as people were back then when it comes to projects, the posters inside the CD, the track list, everything that you guys had, I feel like made you remember it more and cherish it more than today. So a lot of shit.
I just think at least when it come to me and bro, we was real music, hip hop heads. Like 24/7 in our house to our mama, like turn that junk off. Like, nigga, we listening to music 24/7, playing a video game, listening to music. Nigga.
Facts.
Not the Xbox on. You already know, cut that on. Like,
And that's what's crazy. You burn the CD and then
Yeah.
you burn it to the Xbox.
facts. We making.
So we had nigga literally like probably 100 CDs on the Xbox alone. We using the Xbox like an iPad.
right.
I remember niggas
Xbox
do that,
on
yeah.
all day.
Or the
So
PlayStation.
So that's how I used to be able to memorize the music because it's there. Like even if you forgot, you scrolling, you're like, oh shit, I forgot. What's his name dropped this?
I never remember music through the reading the lyrics. Of course I look through the booklets, but we putting this on. I'm slapping this tape. You on a bus, like you said, CD player, headphones on. I'm listening to one CD, and then I got a whole box of CDs in my thing. So it was different for sure. It was a different time, and I just think you appreciated the product more because you got a body of work. It's like you've been waiting for this person to drop. Yeah, they drop songs, but they dropped a few singles, and then you got the body of work. And then they let that go on a run for a minute. Then you got more music. That's why I think it's over consuming now because people don't care about albums like that. Even when mixtapes was out, mixtapes was getting flooded, but the mixtape still was a different ball game. You got the raw, uncut stuff. Then you got like, damn, let me see how he performed when he dropped the CD. So I think that was a big separation.
Bro, when I hear a song I like, if I don't remember to save it to a playlist, I probably could never find it again.
Nah,
It's crazy. Like I really, like when I'm in the gym, I be trying to listen to different stuff, but I don't make playlists. I'm just one of them, call me unk, old head, whatever. I just don't make playlists. So I try to remember different shit to listen to, and I never can.
People be looking at me, my playlist be like 3,000 songs. soon as a song automatically, soon as I like it, I go to share the playlist.
This nigga
And
crazy.
then I put it in the mix. Of
I gotta start doing that
of my
shit.
thing, just in case I forget. And I remember I'm mad because I had an app. You know how you remember old songs that you forget about?
Spinrilla
Yeah.
or the
Man,
I-
that
I
pill.
had an app where I had so many cuts that I'm like, this is like, because I have in my shit like new hits or old stuff or,
know
you know what I
what
mean?
you're
Stuff
talking
like that. And I'll just be like, man, or I lose that stuff. Even on YouTube, I got a whole playlist. As soon as I hear something on YouTube I forgot about, I just go automatically to playlist again.
I wonder if Spinrilla is still an app because I think the last time I went, all my shit was like, I don't think it worked, but that's something. Man, I wish I could find music that I had on my old iPods and shit.
Because Apple Music don't let you get everything.
Nah.
And I'm mad. Even like I still listen to Nipsey, and the first marathon they took off like 4 songs off of Apple Music.
The
Took
only way
off
you
Love. Took off a gang of songs. I'm like, why would they take these off?
Well, I be going to YouTube for a lot of the stuff, but I hate when certain songs you can't minimize the screen. Because certain songs you can minimize,
so you
play in the
can get up out
background.
of it?
Certain
Yeah.
songs you can't. So I'm like, man, you be in the gym trying to minimize and look at your next workout.
Oh, shit,
That shit be
pause.
annoying as hell.
Yeah, I never paid attention to that, but I do. I was wondering. I thought my phone just be tripping because, like you said, you get out and just shut
Nah, they want
the
you to
app
get the,
down.
Or I use SoundCloud too, but then after like 2 or 3 songs, then 2 or
Ads.
3 ads come, you gotta close the app, reopen, close it, reopen, because it's like I'm not about to subscribe to
I
this
be
shit.
using YouTube now because I just came to the point. I'm not paying these niggas $10, bro. That's me. And I don't care if niggas say that's cheap.
They
or
said
not.
Apple Music
I'm not
free
giving.
right now.
I'm not giving them niggas nothing. No
What you
more.
mean it's free?
I don't know.
To sign up?
I've been seeing people go crazy. They're saying it's
Shit,
free.
yeah, and then in a month it's gonna be
No,
$25.99.
I think you got 3 months. I
Out the
think
middle
you
of
got
the
3
night.
months of it.
I forgot I even was paying for Apple Music. It's
That's
just
how they
there.
do you.
Because I used to have Spotify and Tidal. Because like you said,
Yeah.
some songs on Apple, some on Tidal, and then some you might gotta go to Spotify. Like none of them had everything.
And they
Apple
got
Music,
they
Apple
got
Music is crazy though. I like how you don't got everything on Apple
It's
Music.
because they be having exclusive deals. So some people got exclusive deals with Spotify. Some people got exclusive deals with Apple, and then that's how they run. That's how they run the program.
But even certain rappers, some of their best work don't be on Apple Music. Like
Yeah, nah.
they put certain mixtapes. I'd be like, y'all
a
putting
lot of it too is the
y'all be putting
clearances.
up this boxed up Wheezy on there, like stuff that wasn't even his tapes. Like
Bro, they just cleared Schoolboy Q's Blessed.
Yeah,
And that was the best
Yeah,
song on the fucking album, and it wasn't
that
on
was
there.
crazy to me. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I've been looking for that too. But
That's why iTunes, like back in the day when we used to put it onto the computer, either through iTunes or whatever app, like you had the song. Now with streaming, you could have a song in your library, and now artists are doing the album drop, and I'm going back and I'm updating the song. I'm editing the song, or I'm taking this song off, or the original project that you had can be altered through time because they have that access where with CDs or iTunes in the beginning, once you pay that 99 cents, whatever for the album, you have it and it can't be altered.
see, I like the iTunes though, but we had the MP3 Rocket where
MP3 Rocket, hell yeah.
I dragged the stuff from MP3 Rocket, slide it
Zincs,
into
all that,
iTunes,
yeah.
and we get it for free.
Yeah.
And I
Hell
just drag
yeah.
everything like that, download it to the iPod, like. But that was cool. And then you got everything on there. You just type in the artist's name. That's what I liked it about all them apps back then, the Bear Shares, the Line Wires and stuff like that, because all we did every day was whatever artist we fucked with, type his name in, okay, drop something new. Like you knew niggas.
See a
was
new
dropping.
title, just download it. I don't
Yeah,
care what.
exactly.
I don't even
What he-
care.
what
Just
he said,
download
I'm
it.
about to
we used to
listen
go
to
on.
it.
We used to go on Hot New Hip Hop too before it turned into whatever it turned into.
Yeah, nah,
Every
we-
Friday they used to have the hottest tracks, and they used to.
I was
go
on there.
we was on there,
hiphopgame.com, Hip Hop Havoc,
Yeah, we was on everything. Yeah.
so.com, going through the forums and shit.
Anybody who had anything, that's why I said certain things would still be good if artists did it, because we still was going on This Is 50.
I about to, even This Is 50 was some
when he
shit.
had his own site, we still was going on there. So that's why I said if artists did that with their music, I think people would still, if
It'd be cool. Now,
your core
for
fan
sure.
base would still go to you.
Yeah, I hate the fact we don't own the music. Like you said, we renting it. We don't think about it. We renting the music. We renting the movies. We renting every fucking
That
thing.
shit kill me. 20. I just rented the long walk. $20 to rent the shit.
Whooped your feet.
You should have just bought it.
Nah, nigga,
You
I forgot.
Whooped his feet.
I forgot to watch it a day later.
It's
was
gone.
gone.
You gotta subscribe to it
24
again.
hours.
If you buy it,
Crazy.
you better be watching it
Right
the next
there,
second.
you gotta watch it right there.
I ain't buying nothing just to
hold
get
on.
it.
I'm not buying this again.
Yeah, that's
Nah, that's no
Halfway
cap.
through.
Damn, ain't it supposed to be a new movie out? What was coming out?
I still ain't seen that Leonardo movie.
Which one?
But I know what you're talking. I don't know what it's called though.
I didn't watch it. It was on the box. I think they
Yeah.
had just
Nah, it
hit the
was
Fire
low-key
Sticks
messed
though.
up. It was low key messed up though. You know how sometimes you don't get the good versions.
Yeah, the fucked up stream
Yeah.
quality. They did something with the Fire Sticks to where they wasn't working for a while. Like if you had a Fire Stick or the black box,
Yeah.
I think something happened where they had got hit and they wasn't working for a while. I think
Oh,
they might
one-
be working again.
It was called One Battle
Corporations
After
got the
Another.
hackers. Probably Amazon and them probably said, "Fuck it, let's get some hackers." And
Yeah, I think something had got hacked or
Yeah.
something. They hit all the Fire Sticks in the black boxes where they wasn't working for a while. Cause niggas ain't about to be paying for 35 streaming apps. Nigga, y'all niggas tweaking.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's-
that's
it's-
Fuck
crazy.
wrong with you
Yeah.
niggas?
We had cable.
That shit
and-
more expensive than cable, nigga. Y'all try to make it act like it was cheaper.
And I was watching something, and I'm like, I didn't know that back in the day, like at home releases were limited. So they started releasing like Jaws, all type of crazy movies where you just watching them on TV. You could never do that now. Like I could never turn on channel whatever and catch like a old classic movie. You have to go on streaming services. Where in TV, like during cable, they would play good movies sometimes.
I know
on
what you mean,
certain
like
channels.
classic movies.
Yeah, or even just, good shit that now you gotta go to Netflix or Amazon and type it in. You can't just turn the TV on and fall upon like a good flick.
But even them apps don't even be having no classics.
They don't be
movies.
having
like,
shit.
Like you said, you got to have one of them sticks where you can just go to just who the actor you like and find they movie.
Amazon got everything. It's just you got to buy it.
And when you subscribe to Amazon, you still be having to buy certain movies and certain shows, even though you subscribe. And then with Netflix,
got the lock on it.
Yeah. Then with Netflix or something, these niggas got 1,001 foreign country movies that you don't know what the fuck it is, and ain't no classics on that motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? You put in Freddy Krueger, it's the European version of some weird shit. Like, what the fuck is this shit? This shit from Bangladesh. Nigga, I don't know what the fuck this is.
They be having Chucky, but they had a Chucky where he turned into 30 of them.
Nigga looking for part 1, part 2, and maybe 3.
Yeah.
Maybe the Bride of Chucky or something. Other than that, I ain't seen the Puppet Master nowhere. I ain't seen Candyman's nowhere.
Even that. They used to do the 30 Days of Halloween
exactly,
and all of that
exactly.
on AMC. They
And that's exactly what I was finna say.
The marathons.
That's what I was finna say. Like you said, I didn't see none of those movies. Like no Halloweens, no Freddy's. I didn't see nothing. Like none of that goes on.
Yeah,
the only thing I know that they do keep is when Christmas come around, that Christmas Story movie.
Oh, Christmas Story?
Yeah.
You gotta run that 24 hours a day.
Yeah, they run that all
You
day.
shoot your eye out, kid.
I think the whole Christmas thing falls into like the programming of Americans to a certain degree, like the right wing conservative, the way that they want Americans to be viewed. I think that's why they're still pushing Christmas as a whole anyway for me. That family aspect.
I care about 0 holidays.
Yeah, that's over. Thanksgiving is over this year. Snap is gone, so Thanksgiving will be over for niggas. Halloween, I swear to God, I didn't see not one kid on my block. Then I drove to a neighborhood where, because I went to drop my kids off at a party. They went, in high school now, they're doing house parties and shit. And this is a neighborhood where everybody go for the candy because it's the rich neighborhood. It wasn't hardly nobody out, hardly no decorations. I heard Bixby Knowles, the big famous haunted house, that they add something different every year, been doing it for like a decade. They didn't have no decorations up, nothing, wasn't giving out nothing. Like Halloween shut down. Like it's
what
over.
They're saying though is that people in these neighborhoods, most of the people that live in neighborhoods now are older people without kids. Whereas in the families that have kids, they can't afford the housing. So that's why you don't see as many kids walking around as you used to, because all those kids that were maybe, years ago grown up, now you just have desolate houses. Because the youngest can't afford them that got families with, 3-4-year-olds. It's just not. It's not feasible at this point.
I pulled around. I seen maybe minor kids, but outside of that, like you said, for one, it didn't feel like Halloween at all. I didn't drive. I didn't see no haunted houses. I didn't see no decorations in people's yards. Nobody giving a fuck about these holidays is what it looking like to me. At this point, it's like, nigga, for what? It's just another day. And then a lot of people going, y'all getting these holidays, people complaining about Thanksgiving. What are you celebrating? It's really just another day at the end of the day. It's like you going to blow your bag. Half the people are probably even going to eat all the food. They're going to want some. I did want the mac and cheese, though.
Whoever
make that mac and cheese, holla at me. But outside of that, it's like half that stuff people don't even be caring about.
Blame
like
TikTok. I think people went down them TikTok rabbit holes and they started to see what these holidays really represent, and they figured out what they really were celebrating. It wasn't what we grew up and was told we was celebrating, the American dream. Like, hold on, I'm celebrating some satanic shit.
Right, you get.
I'm celebrating some motherfucking PDF file shit.
Or the jingles, what the jingles really mean, and all that.
Yeah, what the fuck am I really celebrating on Thanksgiving? So I think that took the umph out of the holidays, where people, like, fuck that.
I seen more grown people happy it was Halloween than the kids.
And
they was more participating and worried about the parties than their own kids going out trick-or-treating and getting candy.
Even Christmas. Niggas like, nigga, this ain't Jesus' fucking birthday. This ain't God's birthday.
What we celebrating for?
I think Neil deGrasse broke down where the celebration of the 25th really came from. And then you see that and go, whoa, that's what I'm celebrating? Fuck that.
It just don't make no sense to try to keep it alive at this point. I mean, if you want to, like, I don't celebrate it to celebrate what it stands for. It's just you getting with family, you eating, y'all having a good time, chopping it up or whatever. But I don't look at it as like I'm celebrating Christmas or Thanksgiving.
I know what you're saying. It's like a good time to gather.
Yeah, we just linking, we chopping it up, eat food, and then you go about your day.
But I'm saying, why do we have to wait for those days to do that?
To do that, we do it. My family do it, but I do agree that people gotta see each other more than 3 times a year. Like, that's out.
Nah, facts. So I don't know, man. The world is just going real. Like, people are pulling the curtain back on everything. I think this is why everybody says, it feel different. Everything feel different. Nothing feel real, because we seeing everything we cherished is not real. So now you really feeling the real, and the shit feels unreal because we never was exposed to this shit.
Sure.
I guess holidays is just they don't hit the same.
Prison
Even-
ruined holidays for me.
Yeah, prison been did.
I ain't
that.
gonna lie.
I think that's why I stopped caring because I've been stopped counting those type of days, and but not even just that. I don't really get excited about too much. Like
I think too,
things have to happen, then I'll be excited about it once it actually comes to fruition. But outside of that, it's like you see, I don't know, just the energy in the air. Like Christmas, I've been out here. It used to be down there lightweight, like you might think it might snow or something. You even though
That
it don't
shit
snow in
dead.
the city, yeah, everything is over with. Seeing
like,
kids outside on Christmas, like that was different.
Families don't exist really no more either. I think that's a big thing. Like you was pointing out, grandmas, granddads, aunties was getting the families together. The elders, we coming. They got the food cooking. We pulling up. We the youngest. Everybody sneaking out back to
Take a
smoke,
walk, yeah.
drink, whatever. That's dead. People don't even have kids,
Yeah,
let alone grandkids. And you got to think, nigga, we got 35-year-old grandfathers right now.
the babies had babies. Yeah, now you right.
You got 37-year-old grandmamas right now. Nigga, these bitches trying to go to the club and get naked on Halloween.
Yeah, that's crazy work.
You know how Halloween went from fancy costumes to just be a thought. This shit crazy.
Be a whore for
Yeah,
real.
be a whore. This is the day to be a whore for free.
The generations now, we just got to figure out. A lot of us are stuck in. I know I say nostalgia all the time, but a lot of us are where it's like we want you 30, you 40 now, so you got to make the holiday. You got to get the family together. You got to do all of that. And I think a lot of us, especially my generation, we're just still stuck on wanting the older people to do it for us, and it's like we're at the point where we got to do it. So hopefully, in the next years to come, our generations just figure out how to rework the holidays and make it exciting for us. Or like you said, we just go on and we don't really give a fuck about it at this point. That might be the new tradition.
Man, I book a flight and get the fuck on.
Yeah, that might be the thing.
That's what the
like,
fuck going on.
So
y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel. We finna get up out of here. I'm hungry as hell.
man.
What? Viral way or no way? This nigga just stopped. I'm like, nigga, what? Nigga, you fucking just
Nah,
stopped.
I'm gonna let y'all niggas do the
Nah,
outro.
go ahead.
Fuck
You
all that.
already did it, man.
Y'all know what's
Viral
going
way or
on.
no way. Share, like, and subscribe,
Hey,
man.
to the rappers and the singers, drop some music so we got something to talk about. This
said-
shit trash.
They said they dropping.
Y'all need to drop and promote. Pay for promo. Holla at the viral way.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that.
Y'all might gotta start paying for promo, cuz we not seeing them clips. Y'all getting shadow banned and all type of other shit, man. Y'all gotta start dropping something. Do something crazy. Go viral. Get out of here, man. Viral way. Bet.
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitches bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.